The start of this new year has not gone to plan as of yet. The first project of the year was to finish this fence line. So far, I've been procrastinating doing it. I wonder what my pigs are doing. Procrastinating. Procrastinating? Procrastinating. Procrastinating? Procrastinating.
Good morning. Good morning, pigs. Scared them. Let's check on the chickens. Chicken Town. They're doing a number on the soil in here. Looks like we're gonna have to some serious cleanup. Bernice, good morning. Hey, you too, Bernice.
While I'm procrastinating, I'm organizing our barn. I'm probably opening a huge can of worms right now by doing this, but that wood was not doing nothing. It was all rotted out. And so far, this year has been the year of organization. My goal is to find a home for everything and get stuff off the ground. Even my tarps have a home. And today, we're gonna build a home for these storage boxes. When you want the stuff in this box, you have to take all this off. So one of the rules of organization is don't let them stack like this. We still need to put labels on these boxes because then you gotta move them all to get to the one in the bottom. Before I build this shelf, I need to put it in this 3D program so that way I can figure out the dimensions and visually see how this is going to work. We got it. We got it. This is it, guys. Has dimensions. This is kind of how I want it to look, not the final version, but I got a better understanding of how this is going to work. All right, scrap 2x4s. I might have to rip some of these down. I'm gonna rip these 2x4s in half so we can get more out of it. They don't need to be full length. You can make this as tall or wide as you want it. It really just depends what you want to do. I just kind of picked a dimension, kind of what I want. I don't know if it's going to be what I like, but you got to pick something. All right, these are both ends. They're gonna go like that. And then we need to make this one is gonna be a double. So we gotta put some like that. I'm not crazy about these star bits. I transfer over to the T25 bits, but I have a bunch of these, so I'm just going through them and just using them when I can. So close being done. I'm running out of wood, running out of 2x4s. So all these just little pieces of wood I have. Either that or they're just wonky sizes. I had a bunch of this. I've been going through it. I guess this part doesn't really have to be a 2x4. This is a tongue and groove board. I'm just gonna take out the tongue and groove to make it a solid piece of wood. Kind of like a top to bring it all home. So it's been super cold lately, especially in the barn, but they're calling for 2 days of snow starting tomorrow. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how they slide in. Looks good. Really, this is done. But I'm gonna take it a step further. Making shelves and storage containers and stuff are great for using just scrap materials. I found this piece of plywood just somewhere in the barn. I really do need a work table. I really just stick a piece of wood on some random thing and cut it. On this episode of the Procrastinator Farmer, I do everything but farm. Now this is not totally necessary, but I'm thinking, it's gonna be a tabletop, a work surface. All right, to make this more versatile, take it another step, another level, let's add some wheels to it. Look at her roll. She's rolling. Yeah, we're done. Now let's see if these fit. Got locks on the wheels. So far, so good. Okay, now we could finally label these. So I'm gonna use some gaffer tape, and what I've found with gaffer tape is better than using duct tape. Typically photographers, filmmakers will use this to tape down like mics or cords or something, but it's kind of like a material, and it's not gonna fade with a marker like how duct tape does, which drives me insane. And it tears really easily, and it doesn't leave a residue if you need to take this off. All right, what's this? This is hole saw bits. Hole saws. What's this? Okay, these are rubber gloves. Heat gun. So satisfying. All right, what would you name this? What was this? Okay, this is barrel bolts, a hasp, door locks, plus big barn locks. I don't know, barn door locks? Is that the name for them? Chicken tractor locks is what I use them for. Let's name them barn door locks. Put in hasps. Oh, my favorite. My favorite, zip ties. So I do and I don't like lids on these. It would be nice not to have a lid, but my barn is so dusty. Plus, you know, there's snakes in here. Plus, critters are gonna live in here if there is no lid. So that's why I like these lids. They're more locking. Zip ties. I don't have a fancy labeler, but honestly I like the look of just handwriting it. Plus it's just easier. I like the fluorescent tape. So I mean, I could be far away from here and see this. Yeah, I don't even have to have glasses on. I thought about painting it. You know, it doesn't totally need it, or put a backing on this. I might do that. I'm actually gonna need to build one more. That's most of those bins. But if I build one more, same size, and then maybe I could bring them together and make some kind of working surface on this at the same time. But I made it the height that it is, so that way I could grab a bin, set it up here, get what I need, and then put it back. And then it slides in, and they're not stacked on top of each other. To get to this one, I don't have to take all these off to get to the bottom one. You know, I can just slide it out. Well, now I gotta find a spot for this. I found a spot for the bins. Now I need to find a spot for this whole thing. That cleared a lot of this room here. Eventually I'm gonna get rid of this table. And then I still need to make storage for the little guys, for nuts, bolts, screws, all in here. I need to make something for this. Not sure if I'm gonna make something for the ammo boxes. There's still stuff in here. I don't have that many of them, so I might just leave them on the shelf like that, as long as they're not stacking. This room looks so much better. Man, I could breathe. Yeah, man, that looks so nice. It looks like my own general store. So somebody could come in here. If I have help, they could come in here and be like, hey, can you go grab the hinges? Well, there they are. Before, I would be the only one who knew where the hinges were. Yeah, they're in that box, that box, that box. It is going to be crazy just how much more efficient with just this. I mean, this is not everything. I mean, that's just that. But how much more efficient this homestead is going to be, how we're going to be, and this homestead is going to be, and overall, it's just going to be so much better. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's cold, guys. My phone says it's 39, but it feels like 34. But I'm glad we got that done. Thank you, guys. And hopefully this got you guys going. Got you guys fired up for organization. We're not done yet, but I do gotta get to a good stopping point and stop procrastinating on this fence. Let's check on the animals because it's gonna be cold tonight. See if everyone's okay. Hey, piggyback pigs, piggyback pigs. Why do you do that? I've never had a pig that did that. That one does that all the time. It's not that cold during the day. Not enough to freeze the water, but just checking in on them. I just give them some hay. I think they're gonna be good. These are lard pigs, so they have plenty of fat to keep them warm. And what I should do, because this bucket is going to be a solid block of ice, so I'm going to bring this probably inside and then bring it back out in the morning. Hey, pig. Hey, pig. Hey, pig. Yeah, we're good here. I just gave these guys hay too. There's a block of ice from this morning. Let's check on Bernice. Bernice and the crew. See how they're doing. Hey, Bernice. Good evening, Bernice. It's not morning. Good evening, Bernice. The girls just gave them water, so we got water here. And I'll lower that up. And then we're going to close this. That'll give them a little bit more protection. I still left this side open so that way they could come in and out of. I think we're still kind of traumatized from the hurricane that we had last year. So we're preparing, man, we're preparing for power outages. If it doesn't snow, then it'll probably be lots of ice. And talking to some of the folks that lived here longer than us, that's what usually happens. And then usually there's some kind of power outage. So we'll see. But what's for dinner?
We got fried rice and egg rolls. These are homemade egg rolls. We just fried them in our lard. And they're filled with pretty much the same thing as this fried rice minus the rice. So we've got some vegetables, some bok choy, carrots, chicken. I didn't put the corn in the egg rolls, but I put it in the fried rice. And a little bit of coconut aminos. And then we are almost out of this hot, sweet, and sour chili sauce, and it's so good.
Let's try it. Is this spicy?
It's a little, to me it is. You don't think it's spicy.
Mmm. Look at that. Wow. Would you say these are deep fried in what?
Our lard.
Our lard.
Our kuni lard.
Our kuni lard?
Our kuni lard. It
Wow.
has our chicken in it too, so it's our chicken. It's just chicken leftovers, and I wasn't sure what to do with it, and we were kind of like, ooh, egg rolls sound good.
This is a real treat.
Mm-hmm. It's really good with the bok choy.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It is so good. I'm not sure what's better, the egg rolls or the sweet and sour.